Hello, and welcome to the Business Bootcamp YouTube channel. Today, we will be focusing on what human resource management is and what it entails. Some of the topics mentioned in this video may be covered briefly, but they will be covered in greater detail in subsequent videos. To learn about what human resource management is, we must answer a very basic question. What are human resources? Well, it is exactly what it sounds like. Human resources are the resources a company uses that happen to be people. A more formal definition for human resources is the personnel that make up the workforce of a company. Based on this definition, we can infer that human resource management is a discipline within the world of business that manages the people of a company. Also known as HRM, human resource management is the process of employing people, training them, compensating them, developing policies relating to them, and developing strategies to retain them. Now let's dig a little deeper into the roles HR managers play in a company. Human resource management departments are responsible for the recruitment and hiring of employees, which basically covers the process of finding candidates for the company, be it on recruiting sites, career fairs, and more, and the hiring of the employees, which covers the selection process of choosing an employee for a certain position in the company. After hiring the employee, the Human Resources Department must cover the training of the employee. Let's say that you walk into your office as an employee of company X. How would you feel if your supervisor just gave you vague instructions on an assignment that you have no prior knowledge about, and he leaves without laying out any expectations? How are you supposed to go about doing your work? Well, this is where employee training comes in. In many cases, before starting their own assignments, employees will shadow someone else in the same department that he or she works in. This is extremely beneficial for the employee because expectations are set and the employee will have an idea of what his or her job entails. Now, let's get to the good stuff. HRM departments also look after the compensation a worker receives for his or her efforts. If an employee's fixed salary is a certain amount of money, but the worker went above and beyond the expectations of a company, he or she would receive a raise or promotion. Additionally, HRM departments can decide if an employee isn't performing up to expectations, he or she may have to leave his or her position in the firm. In simpler language, human resources also takes care of the firing of employees if need be. Along with this, the regulating of employees is taken care of. If there were to ever be a conflict for any reason between employees in a group, or let's say an employee and employer relationship problem, they can be considered as the guidance counselors of a company. If you have an issue with anyone or anything, whether it be at work or at home that is affecting your work or anything that's bothering you, you can come to HR because that is what they're there for. Lastly, HR is responsible for retaining employees, and the way that they do it most of the time is by building personal relationships with everyone in the company. By doing this, people are less likely to leave since they now have attachments to the people in the company, and better workers will stay, and the company will therefore gain more profit. Thank you so much for watching the video. Here we covered what HRM is, what human resources are, and what all of this entails. We will be covering more information in future videos in case you are interested. So thank you so much for watching. Visit www.businessbootcamp101.org for more information. We can't wait to see you again in the next video.